guys want to get up-to-date wrestling information from your best, most current superstars, veterans of the ring, listen to Stu's podcast. Tune in. This guy's an up-and-comer. He's got up-to-date information about wrestling, having the most popular, the most fantastic, the most super of superstars on his podcast like yours truly. Join in, listen in. I'm sure he'll have guys telling stories, asking what they're doing, what they've been doing, what they're currently doing, and what they're going to be doing in the future, guys. So everybody, if you want raw entertainment, plug for WWE, tune in to Stu's podcast right here.
You're listening to Stu's Wrestling Podcast. It's time for British Wrestling's sharpshooter, your host, Stu Palmer.
I just got this feeling that I've never ever had. Who am I believing? Can you tell me again? Who I'm deceiving?
My guest today for episode 90 of Stu's Wrestling Podcast is the baddest man in British wrestling, the most valuable killer, MVK Valkabious. MVK started training in 2006 and had his pro debut in 2008, so he's been around the business for some time. He has wrestled up and down the country. There isn't a promotion he probably hasn't wrestled for, and just a great career, an amazing career for MVK. His first show was actually at 1PW, the great 1PW back in the day. I used to love watching them shows, so we get to hear about that. And we also get to hear about him idolising Shelton Benjamin. He has a wide arsenal of manoeuvres. For a guy his size, he is agile, he can hit the big moves as well. And it was great to hear about him adapting and changing his style up and becoming the guy that he is today in British wrestling. So, without further ado, my guest for episode 90 of Stu's Wrestling Podcast, we're back in the UK. He was from by way of Jamaica, the baddest man in British wrestling, the most valuable killer, MVK Valkabious. Enjoy. My guest, all the way from Leeds in England, in the good old UK, it is MVK, the most valuable killer, the most dangerous man in British wrestling, Valkabious, on Stu's Wrestling Podcast today. It is a pleasure. We finally got it done. Me and you on the show together. How are tricks, mate? How are things?
Yes, bro. It's a pleasure to be on your show, man. Things are good. Things are good. How you doing?
All good, mate. All good. All happy. Just, I love doing this, as I've told you previously. I love getting you guys on. Now, I think the best way to start is to see what you've got in terms of bookings now. Shows are happening again, finally, after 15, 16 months of no shows here in the UK. Now the dates are starting to roll in, aren't they? So, yeah, for you personally, how is it now, the fact that you'll be getting back in the ring in the squared circle?
You know what it is? Based on the lockdown right now, a lot of companies are like 50-50. They do want to do shows, but they're just thinking, we don't want to start booking shows. And then next minute, you know, we get told, oh, we're going to go back in another lockdown. So right about now, I am getting some bookings, but a lot of companies are putting people on standby. Do you know what I mean? So right about now, things are just like up in the air right now. So hopefully once we get out of lockdown, then all the shows are coming in left, right, and center. So for now, just, you know, it's a waiting game.
Are you happy in terms of safety then? Obviously, I know it's reduced numbers on capacity and stuff like that. How do you feel personally from a safety aspect?
With the lockdown on shows or just like in general?
Yeah, just like with shows starting back up, you know, everyone's going to have to be careful now, masks, stuff like that.
Yeah.
How are your feelings?
Do you know, like, basically, I worked for UKW last month, yeah. They were on Fight TV, got something going on with Fight TV. And it's weird. Like, the audience, the fans still do get into what we're doing, but it's not the same when you got, like, all that, when you got, like, the real, proper, like, full arena with fans. So for the meantime, it's quite dead. People are still watching the show. And it's not the same right now. It's not the same. But it's all right. It's not the same, you know what I mean? Because it's limited numbers. They only can let a certain amount of people in the venue, you know, and stuff like that. So for now, yeah, it's all right. It's all right, I'll say. It's not the very best, but it's all right.
Yeah, I get you, man. I get you. And, you know, the UK crowds are some of the best in the world as well, aren't they? When we're at capacity, I'll say to anybody worldwide, a wrestling fan, I'll put our UK crowd right up there for passion, for noise.
True.
How much they respect what you guys do in the ring, myself included as well. So yeah.
Yeah, it's true, 100%. I totally agree with what you're saying. That's very true. The UK fans, they are a big, massive supporters. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's true.
I think we can get right back, MVK Valkabious, and we can talk about your start in the business.
Yeah, right back. Okay, so I start training when I was around 16, back in 2006. Start training at 1PW, and then I start training there, and then when in 2008, like made my pro debut, and then that's where the journey is, you know what I mean? So yeah, so I've been doing it for a while now.
Who was training you?
So at the time when I was doing it, there are like loads of different guys. The guy who was training us, I forgot his name. It's some guy from America, but I forgot his name. But I don't think he was like any like big names like that. But he was a good trainer. I forgot his name. You know what I mean? But the main thing is, I was doing the training what I needed to do. So his name to me, bro. How did my training?
How was it? How was it initially? You know, getting in there and doing it. Was it tough, or did you take to it like a duck to water initially?
Do you know what? Believe it or not, when I was younger, I used to love watching wrestling on TV. And then what I used to do at school, I used to try and like wrestle all my friends and do moves with all my friends and stuff like that. And when I was younger, I used to go to the park and try and wrestle with all my friends in the park and stuff like that. And then I got to this stage where I said to myself, you know what? I need to do this. I think, and all my friends were like, you know what? That's you, go do the wrestling. And then that's where it started from, really. You know what I mean? So, and then when the first time I went in training, and when I was training the basic stuff, like how to take a bump and how to do certain stuff and run the ropes and footwork and stuff like that in the ring, they were like, the first one that said to me, they went, wait a minute, you're a fraud. I said, why is that? They said, you've done this before you. I said, nah, I haven't. I just watch wrestling, watch and learn, and you know, and I said, no, you've done this before, because when they were showing me all the drills, I was just getting all the drills in one go, and they were thinking, wait a minute, I didn't show you I've done this before. I said, no, I've never done wrestling before. It's just by messing about in the park, or when I was in school with my friends and at home playing fights on the mattress and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm watching and learning basically.
Natural athleticism, I think, there, mate. You just had it, didn't you? You had it in your arsenal. But yeah,
you know what, I'll be honest with you, when I went to the training and I was doing it, I was thinking to myself, I'm taking the piss. But they were saying, nah, before you, and I'm like, no, I am. And I said, yeah, you are, because you gain it all in one go. But you know, like you just said, if it's just one of those things where some people can get it in one go, some people can't. I'm a quick learner, by the way, anyway. So you know, so
what were your inspirations in terms of which guys did you want to put moves into the move set that inspired you? Obviously, you're a big fan of wrestling as a kid. So who was an inspiration for you initially putting together the moves and learning the moves?
Believe it or not, Shelton Benjamin. I watch a bit of Shelton Benjamin and Booker T. But what I do, I mix it up. So I watch Shelton Benjamin for like the wrestling ability in the ring with his moves, what he does, and like jumping on the ropes and doing certain stuff. And I watch Booker T for like his kicks and the way he move around for a big guy and do certain, moves. And I put it together and mix it all up. Do you know what I mean? So I've got a bit of Shelton Benjamin in there and a bit of Booker T. But Shelton Benjamin, for me, he's my number one guy.
Yeah, absolutely incredible. Still, even now, I'm glad he's back. I know he's been with WWE for a while again now. It's good having him back, and I'm sure the younger guys backstage must love it. The fountain of knowledge that he is.
But then it's like sometimes when in this business, if you get given a chance to do something, and you've been given a chance a few times, and if it don't go to plan, you can just lose the opportunity. And with Shelton Benjamin, with his wrestling ability, it was, for me, 10-10 in the ring. But sometimes if you're not a good speaker on a microphone, that can like slow you down. And I think with Shelton Benjamin, that's what affected it.
Yeah.
But yeah, Shelton Benjamin, my guy.
That's cool, man. That's cool. Now, your debut, and you told me when you sent some stuff over to me, it was July the 11th, 2008. So where did the debut happen, and who are you facing? That'd be cool to hear about that.
Let me try and repick my brain now. So back then, when I debuted properly, I was like, call it, 18, 2018. 1PW was around at the time. 1PW. A lot of these companies now, they're not around now, but 1PW was around at the time, and I debuted on 1PW show. Against some kid called Chris. What's his name? Chris. I forgot his last name, but yeah, me and him used to train together. And when I made my debut, he did as well. But I think after a while, after like 2 years or a year down the line, I think he just said, you know what, I can't be doing wrestling no more. I carried on. He just went, lived his life somewhere else, a new career.
Were you at the Dunne Dome for that one, with it being 1PW, or was it somewhere else?
I know. Yeah. So basically, with this one here, are you talking about the show where they have Ric Flair on the show? That one, that big one.
Yeah, wherever you want to take it. Yeah.
So when with 1PW, the first show was like, was in Doncaster, the venue, one of the biggest venue in the world, but it was all right, good venue. And then they did the big massive show in the Liverpool Olympia.
Yeah, I know the venue well. Not far away from me, the Olympia, really.
Yeah, because so basically, 1PW, what they did is when I made my debut, they brought in after that. They put me together with what's his name now? They did a little team called Streets of Profit. I don't know if you heard about them back in the days. So in that team was me, Leroy Kincaid, and Sam Bailey, and Ashton. He's in WWE NXT right now.
Ashton Smith.
Man.
Yeah,
they had us all together. Yeah, and then we were just doing a little, taking on a few different people, working with different people and stuff like that. And then I just carried on doing my thing. And I think a lot of people see me, probably seeing the way I move and what they like. And yeah, that's where it started from.
Was it cool being a part of that faction early on? Going back to that?
At the time when I was doing it, like I wish like the way I am now and the way I think now, with my mindset, I wish I had this back then. But as you know yourself, you live and you learn. I was only young back then, so it was good being with these guys because I was just watching and learning and taking things in. But I just wish like I had the mentality what I had now back then, if you know what I mean. But like you say, you live and you learn, don't you? But yeah, it was good. Good little fun.
Where else did you go early on? Which other promotions did you work for in the early days, man?
So, and then Southside.
Yeah.
Before when Southside Wrestling, obviously, I know they've gone now, but before when it started, the company was called PBW or something, they call the company, and they changed the name to Southside. And I worked for them for a bit. And PCW, all these promotions like PCW, Southside, when they first come around, it was guys like me on the show. We had Trav, RIP Trav. So
yeah,
Trav,
man.
You had Ligero, you had T-Bone, you had all these, all of them on the same show back then. But like now for these companies now, like it's gone now. It's gone. So I've worked for them, and I've done NSW. They were quite massive at one point in Birmingham. NSW, New Scene Wrestling, they're gone. Kamikaze Pro, work for them as well. You got UKW. They're more like a family show. UKW. Yeah, there's so many promotions. It's just hard to think of all these names. But yeah, then I just carried on doing my thing.
That's cool, man.
You
were earning your stripes as you were going along to the different places. So yeah, man, I bet it was good, in your infancy in your career, being able to work all them different promotions, man.
Yeah, but you know what it is though? At the time, I was like, everyone thinks I'm older than what I am, but back then I was only young, like 20, 21, 22.
Yeah,
so
man.
Everyone's thinking, oh, fucking hell, I bet I was like 30 something, but people don't understand. Back then I was fucking young. Sorry. I talk about
you can swear, man. Don't you worry.
Yeah. But yeah, but it's good, man. It's good. It was good. It's good. You know, sometime in life as well, like, I'll be honest with you, sometime in this business, you can get some people as well, like they can be jealous and go to some promoters, spread rumors and say things about you. And then, sometimes some promoters, if they don't know you and your name's not like up there yet with the other people, they're more likely to listen to them and try and like put a little blocker so you can't get booked. But sometime in life as well, some promoters see through stuff like that and they think, wait a minute here. Saying that this guy seems all right, and still get your opportunity what you need. But yeah, there was a lot of jealousy as well at the same time. I'll be honest with you.
It's horrible, isn't it? Just that you're a humble person, and then someone's been spreading, trying to get you blocked for a promotion. Disgusting, disgusting, really, when you think about it.
Do you know what? I might say something to you. You see, like in this business, right? Like this is what I'm trying to say with me. I wish like back then I was young. I wish my mindset was the same. But you see what some people do sometimes. You can go on a show, right? And you can be backstage, go backstage, say hello to all the guys, everyone, you know, whatever. But if you try like have a little space for yourself and go in a corner and be on your own so you can stay focused, some people can think you're being arrogant, think you're waiting because you think you're better than people. Why does he want to be over there on his own and everyone else is over here? But what people don't understand, some people want to be on their own so they can stay focused, get the match in the head, you know, get things right, what you're going to do tonight on the show and stuff like that. But some people can find out that you're being arrogant or thinking you're better than people, but you're not. It's just you just having a bit of space for yourself so you can stay focused. But you know, yeah, in this business sometimes it's funny. But yeah.
People dissecting things that aren't actually there.
Yes,
You know what I mean? You just want to be in your own space. Like I was like that last week, just going from what you're saying. You know, I shook hands with some people, but I was nervous about doing the commentary, you know? So maybe you're
nervous. You're a good speaker, man.
I know. You could do a talk show. Maybe people thought, well, who's this? You know, who's this guy? But I just kind of took myself outside of the venue. You know, I'm just like going off what you're saying. You know, how people perceive you.
But to me, speaking to you, and before we started to do this, and the way you came across to me when we were speaking, you know, before online and stuff, I thought he's a good guy. Like the way you brought yourself toward me, the way you were speaking, you had respect. That's the way it works in life. You treat people like you want to be treated. That's it. Nobody in this world is better than no one. Do you know what I mean?
Thanks for that, Val. I appreciate it. A man of your standing in British wrestling saying that. No, I appreciate you. You know, you didn't have to say that, but yeah, man, I love it. Fan perspective. You know, I love. I'm just going
by the vibe and the energy what I get from you, and that's it. That's I get. So I have to tell you how you came across. That's how you came across to me.
Absolutely. Now, obviously, you work for various promotions. Some standout matches for you in your career. I'm sure you've had so many great matches, but some matches that stand out for you, Val, in terms of like guys that you've had an absolute barnstormer with in the squared circle.
I'm gonna say something to you. I wish the UK with shows it was a bit more like America. I'll break it down to you what I mean by it. Like in America, they always record the matches. Like the companies will always record matches, and you can always find it online. But in the UK, a lot of companies try and record matches, but they won't put it online. You have to buy the DVD. Sometimes some people, they might see less matches online of you and think that you aren't really wrestle a lot of people, but they don't understand you wrestle loads of the people because it's not online. People think, well, what I can see online is just this match. But they don't understand, like, if the companies in the UK would release like DVD stuff online, there'll be like a big, massive list. But yeah, I've worked with Kid Cash.
Man.
Me and him had a good match at 1PW. We had a really, really good match. Good guy, Kid Cash. Obviously back then, that's when he just got released from WWE. Him. You know what as well? Yeah, one of my highlights of my match was really, really good, and I really, really rated him. But RIP Soul as well. Ryan Smile. He was really, really good, Ryan.
Yeah, man.
Ryan. We've had some bad boy matches being Ryan. Yeah, Ryan. Who else? You know what? I'm gonna say something to you as well. Believe it or not. But I'm gonna break it down to you. You know Tiny Iron, yeah. So him, I'll explain to you. But he's a big guy, yeah. Believe it or not, I actually enjoyed working with him. But like I said to you, I wish, you know, the way my mindset is now, it was, but then I wish the way I think now I was like this back then. But anyway, I enjoy working with him. You know what I mean? I really enjoyed working with him. Who else? Me and Liggs and Ligero, we had a good little match as well. Yeah, Chris Travis, we had a good little match as well. Me and him. Mikey Whiplash. Yeah, him. We had a good match. I'm trying to think.
It's putting you on the spot. It's putting you on the spot. I can imagine.
Yeah, no, I must say. This guy, because he's a big guy, and he reminds me a bit like Chris Benoit. He's quite hard when he hits you feel it. Johnny Moss. Me and him had some tops. Good. We've had some sick matches, me and Johnny Moss. He's now in WWE as one of the WWE head coach.
don't think he gets enough credit, Johnny Moss, what he did for the UK scene, for European scene either. You know, amongst the wrestlers, you always hear how much of a good guy he was, but then
Johnny Moss was a top guy, good guy.
A lot of fans wouldn't know.
I know. I wish Johnny Moss would still carry on his career because he's got so much left. It's unbelievable. He's a very good worker. We've had some good matches in Johnny Moss, back and forward. Yeah, I like Johnny Moss. He's a good guy. Yeah.
How about guys that you haven't wrestled yet? I think like on the UK European circuit, and there may be guys in America now, Japan, that you haven't. You know, we can broaden it, we can widen this one, mate. So you got plenty. I'm sure you got plenty.
So in the UK right now, who's because the UK scene right now is so different now, and there's loads of new faces. It's like, okay, now who can I go for? You know what I mean? Because there's so many people. Bloody hell, I can't even think. But I see a few guys who are like for example, when I went to TNT over there, what's that guy called? I forgot his name. The one who had a match with. Oh, sorry. Do you know Dan Maloney?
Yeah, Dan Maloney. Yeah.
I like to work with me and him. Keep saying that we want to wrestle each other. I love to work with Dan Maloney. TNT over there. Dan was working with. I forgot the guy I was working with. He's got long hair. I forgot his name. Really cool guy, nice guy. Even him as well. Yeah, I love to work with Dan. I love to work with Dan right now. That's obviously that's someone in the UK. Dan. If you say out the UK, right about now, I'll be honest with you, my eyes ain't really looking that far right now.
No.
Yeah. Stay here. But if I went to America and I was on a few shows over there, and there's so many talents in America we can work with, you know what I mean? It's unbelievable. There's too many. When in the UK right now, it's like there's loads of new faces and there's people who've been around for a while. Like Dan's been around for a while, but Dan, the way he works in the ring, I love to work with Dan. Honestly, I think that me and Dan will have a good match.
What is it that attracts you to him in terms of style? What's the big thing with him in there, Trey?
You know what it is? Because he's a big guy. He's in good shape, and when he gets in, he makes it look real. Like some people, they'll get in the ring when they're working sometime, and you can sit down and think, I'm falling. So where we're done, he's intense. And I'm intense as well when I'm in the ring. So when he's hitting you and beating you up, you think the first thing in your mind, you're gonna think, he's killing that guy in the ring. So with me and Dan doing that together, it'll be crazy. Just back and forward, back and forward, back and forward. Yeah.
I think
I like to work with him.
In terms of like going back to the America, I'll put that in a different way. Past, present, and future people that you're all right, mate. So past, present, and future. Maybe the fan in you rather than the wrestler. Who'd you've liked to have taken on? You know, people that you like, enjoyed watching, and enjoy watching today. Maybe if I put it that way to you.
You know what? If I say it to you now, you're gonna laugh. Listen. We know he's cracking on now, yeah. But you know, Shelton Benjamin, bro. I love to work with Shelton Benjamin, honestly. I love to work with Shelton Benjamin, honestly. But and even Jay Lethal, even him, I love to work with him as well.
Do you know what? I met him at WrestleCon in 2013. What a humble guy he is. Unbelievable. He's like, I was like, how much for a photo? Because he didn't have his prices up for photos. Yeah. Me and my mate went over. Just give me $5. I was like, I can't do that to you. I said, you've been amazing, man. I said, I love the fact you're humble. That I said there. Yeah, sorry, I've jumped in there about Jay Lethal.
Yeah, no, that's like Jay Lethal. Even you know what as well. Even with Ospreay, even him, because you know me with these high flyers. I'm more like a ground wrestler where I can I'll counter someone in the moves that they do. So even Will Ospreay, I think me and him will have a good crack as well. Do you know what I mean? We'll have a good match. Even him. Even Pete Dunne. Before Pete Dunne got to where he is now, when Ryan was alive, Pete used to say to me all the time, "Oh, pal, when I mean you're gonna have a match, let's get it on. But you know, maybe in the future, maybe when I get signed one day soon, I can, we can do it."
I like asking about dream matches on Pete Dunne. Could you have foreseen Pete Dunne getting to WWE years ago? Could you see it yourself that he was going to get signed?
I'll be honest with you. In my mind, based on his style, I was thinking more like Japan for Pete Dunne,
Yeah,
if that makes sense.
that's absolutely.
Yeah,
the
way Pete Dunne,
the locks, the subs and stuff like that.
Yes, there you go. So the way Pete Dunne works in the ring. Yeah, in my mind, I thought, yeah, he's gonna go Japan. That's why I thought Japan. But you never know. Obviously, that's me thinking. That's my own opinion. But he's there now doing his thing in the NXT. So big up to Pete Dunne. Do you know what I mean? So yeah.
Anybody else? Anybody else like dream matches?
I'm trying to think. Because you brought me on the spot. I can't really think right now. But I'll be honest with you. You see with wrestling as well, I ain't really like being too nosy, like watching a lot of things. I watch all the main stuff what I need to watch to see what's been going on. But like there's so many new guys now I can't even think. You know, I can't. Wait, let me have a little think. You put me on the spot. I can't think right now.
Okay. It's all right, mate. It's okay. It's okay. I'm just trying to think now. Where would you like to work? I know you've worked so many places over the years. Where's a promotion, UK based, that you'd like to go where you haven't been on the card or on the bill as yet, with shows starting up again?
Do you know what? I'm explain something to you. I'll break it out to you. When I work in the ring, I'm more like a storyteller. I'm into my characters and telling stories in my matches and stuff like that. Where some, like when you get other guys like, like say like Dunne and all these guys, they're more like moves. Don't get it wrong. I can do all that, but I like to tell stories in my matches because I think when you tell stories in your matches, it sells more to the fans. Like where with the over 18 fans and stuff, they love all that where you're doing loads of moves left, right, and center, so you can just get pops after pops after pops. But right about now in the UK, Liverpool way or Manchester or Leeds or whatever, I look TNT. I definitely want to get. I definitely want to work at TNT. Even Progress, Revolution Pro. Because for me right now, I feel they're the main biggest company in the UK, and ICW as well.
That's cool, man. That's it. They're at the tippy top. When you look on paper, and I think going back to TNT as well, what Jay and the team have built up since 2015 is incredible because it's so well known.
I was there on Saturday. I went down to the show, had a quick little chat with Jay and stuff, and the show's sick. I would have seen now what you thinking. I am coming.
Hey, I can imagine. I can imagine, man. I can imagine.
Yeah.
How was the venue? Obviously, it's at Hangar 34 there on the Baltic Triangle there in Liverpool. The venue.
The venue was nice. The venue was good. The venue was nice inside. It was nice. The venue was nice. Like the setup and stuff inside. It was nice. That Jay, the promoter, big respect to Jay because I can tell from what I've seen on the show and with the talents on the show, he knows what he's doing. He's got his head screwed on. He's doing the right things.
Even down to production, the way it's packaged now, it's fantastic. It's so well done. They've got it down to fine art, haven't they?
Yeah. Jay knows what he's doing. He's over it. And you know what as well with Jay, he's a really good actor. He knows what he's doing. So yeah, that's where I want to go for now. For the meantime, being.
I want to get back to you now. I want to get back to you about developing your character, your persona, and how you've gone about that. You say about telling stories, but in terms of like the personality that your character is.
Explain to you what my character means. So basically, Valkabious, the most valuable killer. So he's a guy who he comes out, you look at him thinking, wow, this guy looks good. So if female sees him, females are looking and think, yo, this guy looks like an action man. He's so hot, whatever. But I'm not smiling. I come out, my opponent in the ring, there's no smiling. And soon you see me come through them curtains, the first thing you're going to think in your mind, bloody hell, he's going to go kill that guy. So basically, my character, I'm like a assassin, like a hitman, but like an action man at the same time, if that makes sense. Do you know what I mean? Like, so I've got a thing. So basically, when I come out, I'm just letting everyone know, listen, I ain't here to play games, because that's one of my lines where I say I don't play games. And, so yes, it's more like an assassin type of character, just like an ass kicker, basically.
How
So
long?
yes, so the most.
How long did it take you to develop it? You know, getting it to where it is today. As it took a long time to do it, to get it how you want the character to be.
Do you know what's funny? I'll be honest with you, the name Valkabious, yeah, I thought about changing that name so many times. And then a few people said to me, you know what, now leave it, it's unique, it's different, it suits you. Because I was thinking to myself, having a name like that, would it be a name that will stand out to people online and stuff like that? And again, a few people said a good point about it. They say it's unique though, it's different. So when I was, I'll tell you what started this. When I was back when I was in year 11, about to finish, in year 10, I was in school thinking of names. Oh, I really want to do the wrestling. I really want to do the wrestling. What name would I use? What name would I use? And I started thinking. And then that came to my mind. And then wait a minute, I was thinking, Valkabious though, like, what can I do with this? Then that's when I started thinking. And I thought, okay, cool. Well, this could be me. Come out, have the shades on, gloves on, outfit on, looking the part, no messing around. So yeah. I created that while I was in school actually. And then I carried on ever since then with the name. I stuck by the name.
That's cool.
And obviously with the most valuable killer at first, I was thinking, do I really want to use it? Because I didn't want people to think that I'm trying to like rip off MVP or copying, but it's not. It's totally different style and different.
Yeah,
meanings.
I get you.
What I mean?
I get you, man. 100% with that.
Yeah. So yeah, it took me a while, but you know, if I ever, not if, hopefully it will happen. If I ever go to like WWE or AEW, I'll still have my same style the way I am, do the same character, same thing. But you know, with these companies, when you do go with them, they do want to change your name so they can own your name. But I would love to still be me, because deep down inside, I think I will still be the way I am. Obviously, probably depends what the company wants you to do. Mm-hmm. But I just still love to keep my same style when you go to the bigger promotions.
It's you've crafted it. It's you. It's part of you. I'm not a fan of this. I know we're talking like WWE where they'll change your name. They change. This is where they go wrong because it's not natural and it comes across on the screen, man. You know, when they change somebody.
Because you know what it is. Obviously, like it's because of copyright reason, and they want to own the name.
Of course.
So they can use the name and stuff. But, you know, sometimes as well, people don't understand. Like in this business, having a name is what it means something to you. Because if you get certain, for example, say like you got your own promotion now, and you're saying, listen, guys, you guys on the show based on the TV rights and deal and stuff like that and copyrights, I have to change your name to this. Then that person might think, do you really want to come with that name though? Does it really suit the book? You won't complain. You'll do whatever you can do to get on the show. That's the way it works. You know what I mean? That's the way it works. You do what you sometimes you have to just bite your tongue and think, you know what? I'll just do what you guys want me to do, and then eventually you guys will see that I'm a good listener and I do listen, and hopefully we can work something out. We can make me be myself. So you know, yeah, it's the way it is. It's the way it is. Man.
What moves are you using to let like the viewers and listeners know what's in the arsenal now as MVK?
So, like my finishing move is basically the Death Valley Driver, but I do it a bit different, where I'll pick you up and rather than me just standing to the side and throwing you over, I'll pick you up and actually run and then throw you up into the air and then bring you down. So it's like I've got you, but I'm actually flying with you in the air. So yeah, I call it the Valkabious Driver. You know, even the top ropes. I can do a few flips and stuff as well. You know, I can do a few.
Yeah, I've seen you. You're an assassin aerially. Definitely.
Yeah,
that's cool, flips, man.
Yeah. I'm like an all-arounder, basically. You know what I mean? Which
is what you've got to be in modern terms. I feel you've got to have everything. Yeah. You've got to be. Sorry.
Oh, go on. No.
It's me saying sorry to you because I jumped in.
Do you know? Do you know what it is? It's like I keep saying this to you, but I think the listeners and I think yourself will understand what I mean. Like I'm saying, like me going back now and watching myself wrestle back from old matches and stuff. What I did back in the days. I wish, like my mindset now and the way I am, I was like this back then. But you know, you live, you learn, you improve, and you better. You can never stop learning. Do you know what I mean? So sometimes, like I watch some stuff, and I think, bloody hell, that looks just. Oh, I could have made that look better. Oh, look at the way I'm doing this. Look at the way I'm doing that. But you know, it happens in life. So when you're just like a boxer, you know, he gets in the ring. He go out. If he gets in the ring, he'll have a fight. If he gets knocked out or lose a fight, or do something wrong, he'll go back, watch and think, why did I do that? Why did I do that? I'm not doing that again. Next time, I'm making it perfect. You know, I'm making it perfect. So this is the reason why I keep going back to saying, I wish the mentality and my mindset, what I've got now, it was, I had this back then.
Yeah, man.
Do you know what I mean? So,
we're always tough on ourselves, though, aren't we? You know, we always critique. You always critique yourself. You know, we're hard on ourselves, aren't we? Sometimes, I think, as well.
nah, but you know what does well? You know what does well? Sometimes, you know, it can affect you as well. Because some people can probably watch things and think, I don't know, or try and judge you in certain ways, but they don't understand that fucking, you know, everyone's trying to improve themselves, get better. You live and you learn. No one's perfect, bro. No one's perfect.
Getting that mental balance with the physicality, I'm sure, for you as well.
Yeah, you're right, 100%. But you know what it is as well, what I don't like? People who think they will think, you know what, well, I don't need to learn no more. I'm really good at this, I'm really good at that. But no, because the day you start thinking like that, you've totally lost your mind. You can never think to yourself, oh, well, that's it now. I'm good at this, I'm good at that. You have to keep saying to yourself, I want to get better. I want to get better. And I'm the type of person, like, I always want to get better, improve myself. No one's perfect. It's just the way it is, you know what I mean?
That's it, man. I think
so, you live, you learn, you improve.
This is perfect now. You've teed this up perfectly because I was going to ask you, what would be, I love asking you guys this because you can come from different areas with it. What would be Val's tips for young budding people wanting to get into the business and get in there and train? What is your advice? Because you've just been doing it for so many years, man. So it's good. You're a fountain of knowledge with it.
Yeah, so for all the young people who want to get into wrestling, I say do a bit of research first. Have a good think about it. Don't just dive in, because sitting down and watching wrestling and getting into the business, it's not as good, it's not as fun as everyone thinks it is. Do you know what I mean? There's a lot of politics what goes on in this business. So you have to have a good think, you know, think about where you want to train. And yeah, do some good research. Do you know what I mean? Don't just dive in, have a good think about it first, and just find somewhere where you know you're gonna be happy and then go and train there. That's my advice to a lot of young people. Just do some research first. You know, make sure you're happy and have a good think about it and go do it. I love wrestling, so I say, you know, just go do it. But my advice to you guys, do some research first, have a good think of where the best school is, and go start your training there.
How about in terms of the gym and balancing, you know, your own training? I know it differs from person to person, the way guys train, the body type, what you do, cardio, you know, weights. So yeah, some gym tips from you as well, Val, be great, because I know you're in great shape.
All right. Do you know, I'll break it down to you. You see, like back in the days, I used to just think about being muscly, being big, being muscly, being big. And I've always been like fit in the ring. I can go 20 minutes, 25 minutes, whatever. Yeah, I've always been fit. But what I realize now, it's all about just doing a lot of cardio. So I've been doing a lot of cardio. I still do weights, but I focus more on cardio based on getting in the ring now and the way things are. Now, a lot of guys now, they're very fit in the ring. So, you know, if you can't keep up, you don't in the ring where you're wrestling and the other guy's outshining you, and the next thing you know, you're like this. You have to keep up. You know what I mean? Yeah. You have to keep up. And as well, if you do go out and you have like a long 20 minutes match or something like that, 15 minutes match or whatever, and you have to do a promo after, you don't want to be on a microphone where you're out of breath, like, oh yeah, that was a really good match. And no, you want to just be relaxed where people think, well, bloody hell, he just been there for like 15 minutes and the guy's not out of breath. That's what they want to see. That's why in WWE, they do a lot of fitness training. And a lot of guys, when they get on the microphone, if you've not noticed, they'll never like breathe down the phone heavy, only a tiny little bit, because they're focused on the cardio. So I say, do a lot of cardio, and I'll also do your weight so you're in good shape.
Good tips there. Good. I tell you what, as well, there's so many schools in the UK now.
I've lost count. Maybe you tell me I've lost count. There's so many. I've lost count.
Literally, there was one I knew of when I looked into it years ago. I'm talking like over 20 years ago, and it was in Birkenhead. It was in Birkenhead, so just outside of Liverpool. And that was I presume it was All Star. It was All Stars, you know, place, and that was the only one I knew of. Now, you know, you look at UK wide, it's just crazy where you can go and get top level training, and it'll set you up great, won't it? I'm sure. You know,
yeah. You see that back in the days, to try and find a wrestling school, it was hard because there wasn't much school close by. You had to go, like, I was in Leeds. I had to go all the way to Sheffield and Doncaster to go train, because that's where 1PW was based and stuff like that. So, you know, back in the day, it was hard to get loads of training school. But now there's so many training schools, it's unbelievable. Do you know what I mean? There's so many. You got Leeds, you got Birmingham, Manchester, Liverpool, Leicester, Derby, bloody hell. Obviously London, Nottingham, you name it. Wait a minute, it's all over. It's all over now. You name it, mate. It's all over.
It's
so you see,
incredible.
you feel what you're saying. It's all over. Every city now has got a training school. Bradford, bloody hell, it's all over the place.
You'll remember loads. You'll remember loads more, I'm sure, as we go
I know.
It's so cool. It's so cool, man. I think, like, you know, you were a fan for many, many years, and we've spoken about some of the guys you've been in with. Some guys that you enjoyed watching, maybe some matches that stand out when you were younger, which inspired you.
Do you know, believe it or not, being a young kid, I literally got into wrestling, like started watching wrestling in 2003. Do you know what I mean? So I probably got into wrestling when I was around 12 years old. What I say, 12 or 11. And I'll tell you how it started. I was sitting down one day on the TV. I was sitting down on the TV, watching the TV, going through the TV. And the next thing you know, I like seeing Chris Benoit. And who was he working with? I don't know who he was working with at the time. I forgot who he was in the ring with, yeah. And anyway, I kept going through, and I went straight past the wrestling right away because I wasn't really interested in like that. And then I thought, wait a minute, what's that? So I went back in the ring. Sorry, so I went back to the channel, not in the ring, to the channel. And I left it on for like a couple of minutes, and I started watching it thinking, wait a minute, this looks good, this. And then ever since then, bro, that's where I thought, when I'm older, that's what I do. That's where it started from. And then I used to be a fan of Chris Benoit when I was younger. Obviously, I don't really want to speak up his name too much, but it's just me watching him in the ring. But then watching, and I thought, that's what I'm going to do. And then ever since then, that's when I'm going to wrestling. Then, that's where it started from. Because I was just going for the TV channel, and I thought, what's that? What are they doing? And I stopped. And I thought, wow, when I'm older, that's what I want to do. That's sick, that. And then, that was it, bro. That's how I got into it. You know what I mean? And then, just carried on watching it since then. But inspiration, probably, when you see people, I don't know, it's tricky. I'll tell you the truth, believe it or not, If you say, I should name you like three of my favorite wrestlers, I'll find it hard to say because there's only one guy who I literally look up, watch, and learn from, and take certain things from, and that. I go back to Shelton Benjamin again because for me, it's a thing what he does, what I like. Everyone got their own opinion. Like I might think about him, and you might think, well, I don't really think that. But everyone's different. But for me, Shelton Benjamin was the guy for me who probably inspired me more. You know what I mean? And I carried on watching him all the time. Believe it or not, to this day now, I still do watch Shelton Benjamin. But Shelton Benjamin from back in 2003 to 7, I still watch all his matches. Yeah.
The one thing I can highlight from that is when he took the super kick off Michaels when he jumped.
Right. Sick match.
That wasn't him. That wasn't him delivering a move, but it was just it was amazing.
You know what? Sick match. Believe it or not, though, Shelton Benjamin back then, all the guys backstage, bro, he was that golden guy. They loved him. They loved working with him. They loved him, but as they try and put him over a few times, and things happen sometimes, like we said. But that match with him versus Shawn Michaels, top match. Good match, that. Really, really good. I've watched that over 10 times.
It's incredible, man. 2005, that was. 2005, that match.
Bloody hell. I was 15 years old back then. Bloody,
crazy. Crazy, man. Absolutely.
Time flies, doesn't it? But probably him, and obviously Booker T as well, based on, certain stuff he's done in wrestling as well. You know what I mean? Yeah. So them two for me. But like I say, I'll put them both on different levels for different things.
I think going back to Booker as well, the troubled times he had when he was younger, prison, and then he come out of prison. I've read Booker's books, and then look how far he got. He had a setback. He had a setback when he was younger, and he was at the tippy top, wasn't he, by the end?
MVP, same thing with him. Listen to me.
Yeah.
I've got a lot to say on this point now. You see, in life, yeah, people always deserve a second chance.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? Sometime in life, you know, you can get yourself mixed up with the wrong crowd, or go out and get yourself in a fight, being drunk with the bouncers or something like that, and you might just get done for it because it's on cameras and stuff like that. But in life, it doesn't mean you're a bad person. Everyone in life make a mistake, and I believe in my heart, everyone deserves a chance. No, you know what I mean? Everyone in this world deserves a second chance. If you do something once and you didn't mean it, you deserve a second chance. But if you go do it again, then you don't deserve a second chance. Do you know what I mean? And Booker T, look what he's done. He did what he did. Come out, got into wrestling, turned his life around and smashed it. For me, people doing stuff like that, big respect. Big respect. You know what I mean? So, yeah, MVP, same with MVP. Went in, did his time, came out, turned his life around. I respect. When I see people doing stuff like that, for me, it means a lot. Do you know what I mean? So yeah,
It's inspiring. Man. It's inspiring, man, isn't it? You know.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah. Everyone in this world deserves a second chance. You know what I mean? It doesn't mean you're a bad person, because some people sometimes they can make judgments and think, oh, well, he got himself locked up, he went to prison. I bet he's this, but he's that. But no, not really, because you don't know what that person was going through. Maybe he was going through a hard time. Maybe his head was all over the place. You know what I mean? Sometimes some people, that in their life, they have some personal stuff, but they won't tell anyone, and they rather just go out and do something stupid. Then after that, they'll probably think to themselves, why did I go and do that? But, you know, but people don't think about these things. If people just see little things online, or they read stuff about you, and they start judging you, thinking, oh, yeah, I've heard this and that about you. Don't judge someone. Judge that person by you meeting them yourself. And one thing I believe to people, well, I say, don't judge anyone, because no one's perfect. If you're going to judge somebody, judge them by you meeting that person yourself, not by rumors. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. No, absolutely.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I wanted to ask, actually, you were born in Jamaica, you grew up in Leeds. Yeah. How long were you in Jamaica for before moving to Leeds, man? Yeah. I've got to ask you that. I've got to ask you that.
You know what? Believe it or not, a lot of people don't know this, but I'm the real Jamaican me. But no, don't say it. I would not. Nah, there's no way in hell I'll ever do a Jamaican gimmick. No. Now, you know what? I'll tell you why. Doing a gimmick like that, it wouldn't go anywhere, because it's not like a. To me, it'd be like me getting a piece taken out of me. So I wouldn't do something like that. You know what I mean? But yeah. So my mum, she came here in 2000 and what 2000 and what we now 2000, and I came when I was 10, 11. So in 2002 I came here. Yeah, 2002. You know what I mean? So I was born in Jamaica, and then you move here. Came over here from being young. Believe it or not, no one knows this. You know what I mean? I told you, but a lot of people don't know this. Like, so obviously my friends do, but like, because it's personal, a lot of people don't know. But you have to speak sometimes. You know what I mean? So people can get to hear your life story. But yeah, I was born in Jamaica, and I came over here when I was a little kid.
What do you remember? But sorry, what do you remember? What were your memories of Jamaica when you were younger? Anything that sticks out?
You know what? Believe it or not, yeah. Only thing that sticks out was the food, the sea, the blue sea, the way it looks. Yeah, like right about now, for me to think about it back then, I can't. But if I go online and watch videos, then I might feel, okay, all right, cool. Is that what it's like now? Yeah. Things will be different now. But yeah, that's where I was born. Believe born in Jamaica, and then I moved here with my mum.
Oh, that's cool. Kid. Heritage, man. Heritage. That's
I know. I've had a tough life, you know. I've had a tough life.
Man. Yeah. So, yeah. Val, where can the viewers and listeners find you in terms of social media?
So, you know, I've got Facebook as well. You know, you can find me on there as on the MVK Valkabious. That's the wrestling fan page. Or if you want a personal account, you know, my real name, Andre Tyson. I do use Snapchat a lot, because I've got a big following on Snapchat, because I do use that a lot, and I think that's going to be the platform someone's going to take over everywhere. So I do, which is it's getting bigger. So I do use Snapchat at Andre Tyson 90. Instagram, I'm not a big fan of Instagram right now. Do you know what I mean? I'm not a big fan of it right now. So with that one, I was using it, but I'll deactivate my account, so I'm offline right now. So Snapchat, Andre Tyson 90, and you know, Facebook, MVK Valkabious. On another account with me, Andre Tyson.
That's cool, man. That's cool.
Yeah.
My guest from Leeds by way of Jamaica, it is MVK, most valuable killer, the baddest man in British wrestling, Valkabious.
By the way, I know they can see all these in the background, the trees, and I'm not in Jamaica, by the way. I'm in the UK. They might think I'm there. But yeah, it's been a pleasure talking to you, bro, man.
I can't wait to see now shows are back. I know you document a lot of stuff that you're doing, so I'll be looking forward to seeing you getting in with, man. And just a pleasure having you on. Number of years you've been in the business, man. That's testament to you and your drive and determination.
Pleasure being on your show, man. Trust me, bro. You're a really, really nice guy.
Thank you.
Top guy.
And yourself, man. And yourself. A big thank you to Powered 4 TV for putting the episodes up on the on-demand service there. Big thank you to John Scott and Rich Crowhurst for all the support. Really appreciate it week in, week out. Nothing's ever a problem. Also, we're doing Powered 4 TV Big Fight Weekly, the MMA and boxing show with my cousin Rich and John have put on these first. It's been fantastic with that. Thank you to Chris Dutton again, as always, for the superb editing. I couldn't do this without him. And fantastic job once again. Thank you to Mike Angus for the intro, as always, to the show. You can find the Stu's Wrestling Podcast merch at WrestleMerchCentral.com. There is loads of stuff, lots of different items that you can get. Mugs, hats, face coverings, t-shirts, hoodies, even the new varsity jacket with embroidered Stu's Wrestling Podcast logo on it. Big thank you once again to Dean and the team for listing my products on there. Great work, great work. And we will see you soon for the next episode of Stu's Wrestling Podcast.